Hello and welcome to the video. This video is a very quick look at this model here. This is the new re-released T-28 from Hobby King. Now those of you that have been with the channel for a little while will be looking at this and be having a sense of deja vu. And in fact this is exactly the same model as the original T-28, now discontinued, that I've had for a little while. And that original T-28 has been through the wars a little bit, and it's also one of the models that I put FPV in there, and also was the model that I used to install the Vector. So there's an entire series about the Eagle Tree Vector, and that was the model that I popped it in. So this new version has all of the same features as the original. So it has retracts at both the front and sides. The front retracts are really nice because the doors close over them once they're in the down lock position. It has flaps and also a scale brake as well, has navigation lights, and this particular version has an awful lot of nice detail in the paint and good decals too. To run the model, just like the original, you're going to need a 6 or 9 channel receiver. You're going to need more channels than you think because you've also got that air brake to contend with as well. And you've also got a couple of channels because the nose wheel is steerable, so you want to potentially slave that from your rudder channel, but it can be handy to have that as a completely separate control so you can manage the rates. Recommended battery for it is a 2200 mAh 4S. And the canopy is really designed completely for FPV. So there is a pilot in here by default, but in the kit you do get a little painted balsa wood mount for a 9-gram servo, and you can pop a camera on top, and that makes a very quick and easy way to install a pan FPV setup into the canopy. And the bubble canopy has been created without lots of visual artifacts, so it actually gives you a pretty good view too. So let me very quickly refresh your memory of how it comes in the box. The box itself is pretty large and the assembly of this thing is very straightforward. As you take the top off the box, you're presented with the main wing, which is all one piece, and to the side are the rear horizontal stabilizers. Now they'll snap around on the tail section of the main body, and we'll look at that in a second, but what strikes you is how vibrant the paint is on this. It's a really pretty paint scheme. Once you've got those out the way, then the next part is the main wing assembly. The main wing has all the servos installed, has the air brake in it, the gears and all the other bits are there. You are going to have to install all of the control horns into the actual control surfaces and connect those up to the servos, but that's not a particularly big job. And then underneath that is the main body of the model, and it does look very, very pretty indeed. I think I prefer this one to the original yellow Peril that I've been flying for a little while. Only other things in the box are the propeller with some nice scale detail as well. Only one propeller sadly. This is a very stiff propeller, it's quite hard plastic, so if you do manage to catch it on anything you're going to snap it, so a spare would have been nice. And then you get your bag of bits, and just like the original model, the bag of bits is very well labelled, so even if you don't have a manual around, it's pretty easy to figure out where everything's going to go. Putting it together is going to take you all of about 10 minutes, and that probably includes making yourself a cup of tea. The hardest thing with this is going to be setting all of those different bits on your model memory on the radio for all the different controls. Slide the horizontal stabilizers over the posts at the back of the tail. Those are held in by a little screw each, and again connect up the servos for the rudder and the elevator, and then the wing itself, with it being one piece, just slides into position underneath the body and is held in place with a number of screws. When it's put together, it does make a very pretty model, and again I do think I like this one more than the original yellow one. Everything seems to be exactly the same on it, nothing's changed, and if you're looking for a warbird that's quite imposing, even in this size category, because it's only 1100mm class warbird, but that big wide body and that big bubble canopy makes it look an awful lot bigger than a comparable Spitfire or something of the same size class. And the other great thing about it as well is if you are looking to FPV a warbird, then this is a fantastic one that will need the minimum amount of messing about. So hopefully that helps those of you that have seen it come out and wondering what's different. The answer is it's the paintwork. Everything else is exactly the same, which for me is a good thing because the original was a very easy to fly, capable model, very simple to put together, quite forgiving for a warbird, but really fantastic for things like FPV. If you found that video useful or like the content, then please hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you want to go the extra step, you can become a Patreon of the Painless 360 channel and help provide support for what I do here. All the videos created here are put into playlists, so if you're interested in a particular topic, have a look at the playlist, and they all are organised in there to make them easier to use. If you're not sure if there's a video for your particular problem or topic you want to know more about, then add Painless 360 to the Google search term that you're interested in, and that should find the video, article or content about the particular thing that you're interested in having a look at.